How you doing today, folks? Now today is a much different type of video, but it's a video that I'm like really excited for. This is a prototype OTF by a member of our community. This is not a big old company. This is a single individual that saw a problem in the industry. Now he's seeking out to go about fixing it. Will he achieve that goal? Truly, I have no idea at all, but at the very least, I wish him the absolute best. With that being said, any critique in this video should be taken as just that. I'm not here to badmouth new makers. This man is just starting out. Problems will no doubt occur with this first prototype. However, this is not a knock against the man himself. I genuinely believe in this man. So anything I have to say bad about this, please take heed that it will be forwarded to him directly, and chances are very high changes will be made accordingly, and we shall all get an amazing, incredible, one-of-a-kind, unique piece that I'm personally juiced for. Today's unboxing knife is the Spyderco Yojimbo. And I actually love this crazy looking tube thing he put it in. And he specified, make sure you open up the green end. So I'm not sure what's on the other end, but we're definitely opening up the green end. Looks like it's like a spray paint cap. So that's actually really interesting. And this design's from a man named Carl. Inside we have a paper towel roll. Oh, I love this. To be clear, this is actually the prototype as far as just the actual 3D printed CAD rendering. So we're talking about, we are in the very early stages here, folks. And this thing is actually kind of crazy looking. So basically what we have here is that this is the style of a regular ass pocket knife, but it's going to have an out the front style opening mechanism. It's going to be titled the Pig or the PIG. The company, from what I understand, is going to be Fatboy Productions, which is kind of funny. Kevin said, I could definitely be the face of that. Fatboy Productions, I can do that. To be fair, so can I. I'm not exactly skinny my damn self, but Kevin, if you want it, brother, that's all you, dog. First impressions on the ergonomics are this actually feels pretty good in hand. The way it's rounded off right here, this might just be on the actual CAD rendering, doesn't really feel good. When you actually hold it lightly, it's fine, but as soon as you actually bear down on it, there's a hot spot on this piece right here. But it's not bad. The only thing that I'll say immediately that I don't really understand is the method of deployment. This little kind of slip thing here is very far down. So naturally your thumb wants to rest right here. And for that, on most OTFs, you just do this and it's not really a problem. For this one, it's much farther down, so you kind of have to hold it and then drop down and then do that, which might feel natural over time, but right now it feels very unnatural, and I'm not really a huge fan of that. To be clear, this OTF is going to have zero blade play, and I mean zero blade play, similar to the Grant and Gavin Hawk Deadlock. So perhaps this being down so far is because of that, but I'm not really sure. Either way, it seems like sort of a strange design choice. It's not a big problem with the prototype because there's not much friction there, but once you actually do have a pretty heavy spring in this, taking your thumb that far down trying to generate force, it might be an issue. I'm really not too sure as of yet, but this could definitely be an issue because it even just feels weird when there's just this very light spring tension that's not really there at all because there is no spring. Now, as far as the actual PIG clip, it looks like we're going to have a milled clip, which is very cool. Interesting aesthetic, but for the most part, it kind of sacrifices on retention. So there are pros and cons for everything in life, and that's just one of them. Overall, I actually really like this. One of my biggest pet peeves, and this is with OTFs in general, right, is the blade to handle ratio is always just really kind of crazy off. That's more to make room for the mechanism there. All those different springs and tracks and everything else, they definitely take up space. But in the Pig, the blade is not only small, it's also very thin compared to this very massive handle. So it almost gives it kind of a Mora look, which I'm not too big of a fan of as far as just the actual aesthetics. To be clear, that's an absolute nitpick and does not bear any type of function on the knife, just my personal opinion. One thing I do love though, is that this is going to be a lefty friendly knife and there is going to be a tab here. So this is the Benchmade Auto Fact. I actually really enjoy this knife. One of my biggest pet peeves, though, as far as aesthetics, is this damn extra hardware. Personally, I'm very big on everything fitting everybody, though for the most part, it's not normally the case. Very rarely are you able to achieve something like that. So having the extra hardware here is a necessary evil. I get it, but I just really don't like it. And the great solution to that is something that Hinderer does and Spartan Knives do, is having a very intricately designed filler tab, to where this not only looks just kind of cool, but it's also functional. Now, what I hope happens is that Carl uses all of this material to really make something very interesting. If he's going to have the design this wide, there could be very intricate hand carvings done, crazy inlays. This could be an absolute modder's dream come true. And I really see that this could be an incredible and absolutely incredible piece. If you want to hold it like this, which to me doesn't feel very comfortable, but there is a slight depression right here for your thumb. But for me, the ideal is definitely just holding like a regular ass folding knife, you know, thumb right there on the actual jimping and basically just holding it. And for that, again, there are hot spots. There are very minor hot spots at that, though. And overall, it feels really, really good. Included is also another filler tab, as well as a lefty-friendly pocket clip, because this prototype is going direct from me to Lefty EDC, who's going to attempt to disassemble this 3D printed knife. So, in other words, this is going to be the one knife Lefty EDC cannot break because it's plastic and you can't really strip the screws, I'm assuming. I don't actually know for sure, but if this knife can be fucked up, Lefty EDC will find a way to fuck it up. To be clear, though, that's said out of love. Kevin Lefty EDC is a friend of mine, so there's no real ill will there, just me kind of joking with my friend. So let's talk about Carl and his dream to make his own perfect knife, because this is what I love most about the community. We have somebody here that found a trend in the community that he did not like, that all of these knives have these same things in common. I don't like it. And if you're me, you just bitch about it and complain about it on the internet. But he decided to actually go out there and do something about it. And I profoundly, profoundly respect that. Me personally, I bitch and complain. Carl, he goes out there and makes it his mission to make something damn cool and to make his own personal dream knife. And that to me is beautiful. That to me is incredible. And that to me makes me wish him the best of luck. And I hope, dude, I hope so much in my ginger heart, man, that this knife is just absolutely incredible. That this man finds all the success in the world, that he finds his happy place. I asked him to come on my little live stream. He's like, you know, I'm more of a work in the shadows type of guy. Carl, sir, I hope this knife blows up and the spotlight is shined on you so goddamn bright, sir, as you cannot hide. Because this type of engineering, this type of devotion, this type of feedback, this type of everything you're trying to get with this knife is everything I love about our community. We see a problem, rather than bitch about it like, you know, me, we go about trying to fix it. And while personally I don't have the skill set to do that, I'm very, very happy somebody else does. And Carl, I cannot wait to try the PIG, the pig, firsthand. Now, as always, folks, I love you all with all of my heart. Please take care. Have a great day. And bye-bye.